Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristen and I'm super happy to have you here. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make 5 healthy treats in 5 minutes or less each. So these are really quick and easy and healthy for all you busy moms out there. I am currently 6 weeks postpartum and trying to get into shape, and so finding healthy treat replacements has been really helping me. Anyway, so I'm going to show you guys how I do these, and hopefully you can get some good ideas and this can help you out with those New Year's resolutions. Let's get started.
And if you guys stick around till the end, I'm going to show a mini Trader Joe's grocery haul and give you guys some fun ideas. So make sure to stick around for that. So for my first recipe, you'll need Greek yogurt, any kind will do, chia seeds, coconut almond milk, or any kind of milk will be fine. I like to do plant-based milk. Almond butter, again, any kind of almond butter is great. Hemp hearts for some healthy fats, flaxseed, coconut, unsweetened coconut flakes, cacao nibs, and then just any kind of like healthy granola, or sometimes I like to use kashi. So my first recipe is this berry parfait, and I do a half a cup of the Greek yogurt, a whole cup of berries, and then I just kind of estimate and sprinkle some chia seeds, cacao nibs, almond butter, about like 1 tablespoon, hemp hearts for some healthy fats, flaxseed, again for fats and proteins, coconut, and then a little handful of the granola. And then I use a plant-based milk, and this is just so full of antioxidants, healthy fats, and protein. It is such a good way to get extra nutrients in and also feel like you're eating dessert because it tastes amazing. So I highly encourage you guys to try this out if you haven't already. It's just throwing stuff in a bowl. So for my next recipe, you need oats, honey, peanut butter, chia seeds again, and then almond extract, vanilla extract, and I love that Mexican vanilla. It's so good if you guys can get your hands on some. Flaxseed, coconut again, and chocolate chips. So these are peanut butter energy bites. I got this recipe from a friend in college and it is so yummy. So you start out with 2 cups of oatmeal, 1/4 cup of chia seeds, and you can also add in pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds if you want, and then a cup of ground flax, and then you also add in 2 whole cups of unsweetened coconut, which makes it super yummy. It makes the texture really good too. So I forgot to put in as much flax as I was supposed to, so I added the rest of that, and then also went ahead and added 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. The almond makes such a big difference, so don't skip that because it is so yummy. Next, I added 1/2 cup of honey, which is kind of a pain to get out, but using a rubber scraper is super helpful. So then I add in 1.5 cups of Jif peanut butter. You can use natural to make it a little bit healthier, but I find it is just not as effective in sticking together and just kind of falls apart a little more easily, so it's up to you. Then you just throw it in a bowl and mix everything together, and then you go ahead and add the best part, which is chocolate chips. I just used about 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, but if you can find the mini dark chocolate chips, those are my favorite. They're just kind of hard to find at a regular grocery store, so any kind of chocolate chip will do, but I recommend dark or semi-sweet. And I used to roll these into balls, but it just took forever, and so I actually just figured out to put it in a 9x13 pan, and you just flatten it all out, and then you stick it in the fridge for at least an hour or 2, and that kind of just helps it all harden up and get and have them all stick together. And then when you take them out, you go ahead and cut them into little squares as big or small as you want. And they're still a little bit crumbly, but they've stuck together for the most part. These are so good, you guys. So for my next recipe, you need a thing of Medjool Dates and natural creamy peanut butter, or really any kind of nut butter, and then chia seeds. This one's super easy. So you are going to de-pit your dates. Make sure you don't leave that in. And you can use, like I said, any kind of nut butter. I like to use natural peanut butter to stuff my dates. This is like literally a 2-minute recipe at the most. It's so fast. And then you can use any kind of toppings you want, but my favorite is just to put a few chocolate chips on there, give it a little bit of sweetness to balance out the saltiness of the peanut butter. And then I just sprinkle it with chia seeds for some extra protein. And these are just so yummy. They're almost like a peanut buttery caramel chew. My next recipe is again using dates, and this time almond butter and coconut oil, and then cocoa powder. Or you can use like raw cacao powder if you have it. And these are called Medjool protein balls, and I'll link the recipes for all of these, you guys, down in the description box below. So you de-pit about 14 dates, and then you're gonna blend tech about 1 cup and 2/5 of a cup of almonds, if I'm gonna be exact. So blend tech those, and then go ahead and add your dates and blend all of that up. Then you add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and kind of like blend between every step, because this mixture is really sticky. So you might have to like help it along a little bit, because I definitely had to. And then last couple steps, you go ahead and add 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder, or you can use like the raw cacao powder, but I just used what I had on hand. And then you also are going to add about 2.5 tablespoons of almond butter. And you really could use any nut butter again for this, but almond butter kind of goes really well since we're using almonds in the first place. And then you blend that up, one final blend. And then you're gonna go ahead and take them out, roll them into balls, and then you just wanna stick them in some kind of Tupperware container, because you're gonna have to freeze them for an hour. And thankfully these ones are really easy to roll up, because the coconut oil really helps everything stick together nicely. Plus the dates are so sticky that it's just naturally sticks together. So you can make these into like tiny little bites, or I made them into like big huge cookie dough bites. So I would just probably have one of these for dessert, because they're pretty huge. And then after you are done, you want to just stick those in the freezer for 1 hour. And then they come out nice and formed, and just a super rich, yummy treat. So my next recipe is going to be a banana, PB Fit, natural peanut butter, and coconut sugar. And that's about it. So you add 2 tablespoons of PB Fit, half a frozen banana, 2 teaspoons of coconut sugar, and then a cup of plant milk. And then I added about a tablespoon of peanut butter and a bunch of ice. And this just makes a really fast, yummy coconut peanut butter banana smoothie. So if you want something cold, this is a great option. And the PB Fit is such a great option for low-fat protein. So I went to Trader Joe's and got a bunch of yummy stuff. This is my favorite vanilla almond granola. It's so good. If you guys haven't tried it, check it out. It's not particularly healthy, but it's like a nice sweet treat if you want an alternative to like sugary granola. And then I went ahead and tried this peanut butter protein granola, and it's pretty good. It has like pea protein in it, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but it's super healthy for you. So I would give it probably like a 7 out of 10. does have 11 grams of protein, so that's a win. If you guys haven't tried these ABC bars, they're the yummiest thing ever. I want to go back and buy 10 more boxes. They're like a really healthy snack slash treat. It's basically like cocoa powder, oats, and almond butter, and it's so yummy. I could eat the whole box in one day. And then I went ahead and grabbed this butternut squash soup. Trader Joe's has so many good options of really easy soups, and this was just nice to have on hand for dinner since I am not really cooking right now because I'm still in survival mode with our 6-week-old. These are the yummiest thing ever from Trader Joe's. They're not too sweet. Like, I don't feel sick after eating one or two. Dark chocolate peanut butter cups. It's basically like a Reese's, but it tastes way less sweet and way creamier and way better. So I highly, highly recommend these. They're so good if you just need like a quick chocolate peanut butter fix. And I grabbed some avocados. I've been loving avocado toast lately if I want something savory in the morning. So that's going to be great for that. And we love spaghetti squash. I love making like a super yummy pasta sauce, creamy, or like a red sauce, and then adding vegetables and sometimes chicken to it for the top and using this for pasta. And I grabbed some fatty sweet potatoes. These are like so big. And I actually went ahead and cooked this one a few days later, and it took like an hour and a half to cook in our air fryer. So it was crazy. As you guys saw, I used this in my video. It is seriously the best natural peanut butter. It's creamy Valencia peanut butter, and it's so dang good. I love it. And then I also grabbed the Medjool Dates from Trader Joe's, and they're so yummy. They're just like this caramely texture and flavor, and so even by themselves they're really good, but you add peanut butter, almond butter, any of this stuff I've shown you guys makes it so much better. And then I just grabbed a little bag of baby spinach, and then I also grabbed this focaccia bread. It was pretty good, not my favorite, but it was decently yummy. And then this peanut and crispy noodle salad kit. We actually had all of this for dinner the night that I brought these groceries home. And these coconut shrimp were so yummy. They're breaded with like whole wheat flour, and so I felt a little bit better about eating something that was technically fried. So we just threw them in our air fryer, and they were super, super yummy.
Alright, you guys, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and please like this video if you guys learned anything or got any good inspiration, and go ahead and click that red subscribe button as well as the bell if you want to get notifications for new content. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!
Gonna lay